everyone, this is deepSPEAK. I'm Michael and this is Barbara. Barbara is a doctor of Chinese medicine and acupuncture and works out of the Deep Retreat and this beautiful space, Oak Beach Dreaming. Barbara, you introduced in a video what is Chinese medicine, the 4 pillars and the 4 treasures of Chinese medicine. You've talked about movement, but today we're going to talk about rest as one of those pillars. So let us know why that's so important.
There's this beautiful quote in one of my Chinese medicine texts, and it's that rest is the foundation of movement. And I think that's a very powerful statement, because I think it's through resting that we get to recuperate, that we get to restore, that we get to revive. And I know, for example, I love the yin practice when I come to your studio, because I just feel this deep, deep sense of healing that actually happens through those movements, because we're working with a connective tissue in this very gentle, powerful but very, very potent way as well. And I think in our culture it's very difficult for us to rest, because in our culture we're always we've always got a lot of activity and movement.
Why is that we're so hard to rest when we need it so bad?
I just think it's our part of our Western culture, that it's not something that we've kind of been introduced to. It's all about doing rather than being.
Yeah, for sure.
And I think that's
which we know, right?
And I think that's why the rest is the foundation of movement so beautiful, because often I say to people, they say, shall I do some exercise? And I say, well, actually the best thing that you could do is just go home, lie on the couch and just read a book for 3 hours.
Yeah, and escape, for sure.
Yeah, and actually just go into this internal space, basically, because it's in cultivating that internal space that, we get this quietness, we get the healing that happens, and we get this kind of restfulness. We stop the mind and the physical body as well.
It's amazing actually, because at the end of all our yoga classes we do a savasana, which is kind of like a conscious relaxation, which is rest. And it's actually one of the moments during the class where people quite often either emote or release or truly completely relax. Quite often people say, oh my God, I just didn't know I could feel that relaxed after doing something quite dynamic, maybe even. There's different forms of rest as well. But yeah, time and time again, as you said, we experience a lot of people being made because it's built into the class to consciously rest. And it's profound, isn't it?
It is profound, and I know that a lot of yoga teachers say that a lot of students find Shavasana to be the most difficult pose.
They do, yeah. I tell people that rest is the new black.
Yeah, I think that's right. And it's so true, Michael. But I think what happens and why it's uncomfortable for people sometimes to rest is because when we do stop, what happens is that we get to see how busy our mind is. And we get to kind of experience sometimes uncomfortable feelings in our body. But I think it's in that, if we can just go with that and just kind of almost, like be a witness to that and watch that, then, there's a lot that we can gain from it.
Wow, thank you, Barbara, again. And we'll be talking about the next pillar, which is
food.
Food. Fantastic, thank you.
Thank you.